Welcome back to Joseph Paul Stadium at BSPN Entertainment, and we are awaiting this exciting homecoming matchup between the St. Petersburg Catholic Barons and Out-of-Door Academy Thunder. I mean, we have some unfamiliar voices here. Pasquale, would you like to explain?
Well, we got one unfamiliar voice. If you guys don't recognize the voice of that who just introduced us, well, you guys should watch the pregame show. It starts at 5:30 every time we have a game. But that is Colby Shanaville stepping in for Charlie King, who will not be commentating with us anymore. He has stepped into a new department, I'll say. He's now leading, the editing production, and he's doing a really good job at that. I'm glad he was able to find his passion in that. We were very glad to have him as a commentator. He had a solid few games as one, but now we've got a new face.
So yes, as Pasquale said, I am Colby Shanaville, and alongside me is Pasquale de Rojas and Dylan Hutchinson. Dylan, how's your day today?
It's been great. I mean, there's just so much excitement out of this game. It's homecoming game. There's a lot of people here. We had the Fan Fest earlier during the pregame show, interviewed a couple old alumni, even an old Ole Miss quarterback, which was really cool. But, I mean, it's just an exciting time, and this is going to be an exciting game. It's homecoming night. They're coming out here to dominate. I mean, even before the season, you usually pick your homecoming game as kind of an easy game.
Right.
That's the game where you want to win it for the fans. Even if you were bad, like last year, we weren't too great. I think, lost on homecoming, actually, but still, we were supposed to put.
Well, we did win my freshman year, my sophomore year, which was
but
2 and 3 years ago.
Usually homecoming senior nights, those are some easy
You're
games.
supposed to win them.
So I think today it's going to be another dominant performance, but let's take it back to last week where we unfortunately could not commentate. Northside was, I think, scared, not going to call any shots.
Well, I think they had a right to be.
They did, and let's just say it was dominant from the second they stepped on the field. There was a lot of trash talk before the game, and it was absolute dominance when they got on the field. St. Petersburg Catholic handled business very well against Northside. I did not think it'd be that far apart, and now here tonight, I don't see a close game. I don't see any close games for this Barons until around November 13th when we get to playoff time, a home playoff game.
I mean, dominance indeed last week as they won 48-6 against Northside, as Northside didn't even score an offensive touchdown. They had to rely on their special teams. McCray did indeed run a kickoff back for them.
Very fast kick.
Very fast kick return. But they did only score one touchdown.
Yeah.
And we will cut to our national anthem.
Yeah.
And opening prayer by the chaplain, Forrest Loving.
Before we begin tonight's game, I'd like to lead us in prayer. Let's bow our heads. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Heavenly Father, we want to thank you for giving us the ability to be here today. We thank you for the opportunity to gather here as a school and church community. We recognize every day, moment, and second is a gift from you. Lord, we ask you for protection over every coach, player, official, and fan at this stadium tonight. Give us the power to compete with sportsmanship, to lift each other up, and to play in honor of you. Let this game be a celebration of your creation and the talents you have given us. May our play reflect your grace and abounding power. We make this prayer in the name of Jesus Christ, our Lord. Amen. Immaculate Heart of Mary, pray for us. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
So let's talk about this game, guys. Out-of-Door Academy last game had an impressive win against Sefner, winning that game 19-7. A relatively close game and a low-scoring game as they would like to have it. Out-of-Door Academy had 28 tackles for loss, and which is absolutely ridiculous. They are being led by Jake Beasley, who has been an absolute monster on the field. He has 18 tackles for loss on the year and 8 sacks, which is absolutely insane.
Head referee, Ed Coco Rep.
Yeah, and the dominance for St. Petersburg Catholic continued last week against Northside. It was a dominant win, but unfortunately, it was all overshadowed by the star running back, Darian Rowe. Broke his finger. He's going to be out for 3 to 4 weeks. And to see such a guy that was such an impact on this team, I mean, he really, after the first game, his touches were really limited. After that, he really took off and became the RB1, the solidified RB1. And he ran away with it, literally. He had 12 touchdowns in those games. But he's going to be sidelined for probably the rest of the regular season. We hope he's back for the playoffs. We're not sure, though. But it's going to give a bigger role for Larry Christian Knight, who also played a lot in that Northside game after Rowe's injury and around the second quarter. So this is a big moment for Larry Christian to really cement himself, because he was RB1 to start the season. He kind of lost his job after his high ankle sprain. So for him to get that opportunity to play good football all by himself today, I mean, Alex Bell, the freshman, we're going to see him get reps today.
Yeah, and we know how good Larry Christian can be. Demarion Rowe just had a stellar run, and it's too bad that he has to be injured, of course, because we know how good of an impact he is on this team. He's so quick, so versatile. He can move so fast and just find open pockets of space, and he can make a 10-yard run be a 70-yard touchdown run. And we know that Larry Christian could be good.
Yeah, but back to Out-of-Door Academy. They are led on offense by running back number 17, Alan Clark. He has been very impressive this year as he is averaging 100 yards per game and 12 touchdowns after 8 games. Guys, that is very impressive to score averaging more than 1 touchdown per game on offense this year.
Yeah, and he's been doing really well, and he's a real running back. He doesn't have a single catch all season. That guy just gets the ball and he pushes through, runs through people. It's impressive. Last game he had a stellar game. He was the entire offense pretty much. 18 carries, 125 rushing yards, and a touchdown. He played unbelievable that game when his quarterback, only had 7 completions for 70 yards and a couple of interceptions. So for anybody on this team, I think they would rely really well on Alan Clark to do good for ODA on this day.
Yeah, and I think looking ahead, of course, to this game, Chase Burrell, Durrell Stewart, Keyshawn Burks, it's a healthy wide receiver room for what feels like the first time, obviously last week too, but we have all 3 of our guys healthy, ready to go. The tight end, Alex Mushko, who's really blossomed in the past couple weeks, scoring so many touchdowns. I mean, he had a rushing, defensive, receiving. All he needs is a passing. And I actually asked him today, is there any play whatsoever which gives you the ball in some sort of Philly? He said no, but there is a play designed where he gets a touchdown, a flea flicker that Brendan Wright throws. Not sure they're going to call that, but I'd love to see that happen. But ladies and gentlemen, it's football time here.
Yeah, as he did say, it is football time, and St. Petersburg Catholic will start kicking the ball off to Out-of-Door Academy and Thunder. And we will see very soon how this game will go.
And especially very soon. These guys are our first half team for sure. They have scored 244 first half points in this season. That is an average of 35 points in the first half, which is 5 touchdowns in 24 minutes of football, which is pretty impressive if you ask me. These guys have blown every opponent out of the water, and I don't really see any difference today.
And this is also going to be the first game the St. Petersburg Catholic will now be the district champs playing football today. I mean, these are district champions for the first time, and I'm not even sure how.
It's been a while.
And I will also add, this is their first 7-0 record in recent history. They have not done this in a very long time.
2013 was the last time they were 7-0, so they just broke a 12-year streak.
And as Dominic McAnally is ready to kick this ball off, this is your St. Petersburg Catholic Barons. It is a high kick, and it is retrieved by Out-of-Door Academy. He will be running to the right side, and he is weaving in and out of tackles, and he skips through to the right side, and he is brought down by Jared Salmon.
Yes, Brady Cleveland with the solid return there, was able to break a couple of tackles. He is a solid receiver for ODA, one of their starting receivers. We know what he can do on offense, which we will see now, ODA's offense, but also a really strong factor, the Barons' defense.
Yeah, I mean, yet to allow more than a touchdown. And last week, they didn't even really allow a touchdown. It was the special teams that allowed it. This defense has truly been unstoppable all year, and guys like Colton Shaw, Keyshawn Burks was playing both sides of the ball, is just amazing. Forrest Loving also.
It's
Some,
work.
I mean, they just have talent all over the field here. And Jared Salmon,
Under center for
11
Out-of-Door
tackles last game, which is just impressive stuff.
So Out-of-Door Academy will start her around the 30-yard line. Edward Chaput in the gun with Alan Clark in the backfield. He snaps it and he hands it to Alan Clark. And he goes to the left side. He cuts inside. And he is brought down after a big gain. After about a 10-yard gain for the first down for Out-of-Door Academy.
Yeah, solid way for Forrest Loving to get to the ball there. He wasn't able to get the tackle initially, and that's why he was able to push forward for a few more yards. And that's the type of impact we expect to see from Alan Clark, excuse me.
Yeah, and right there, uncharacteristic by the Barons to give up a first down on the first play there. It was a simple run to the left, and that's going to give him a first down. Now it looks like he's going 5 wide on the second play here. This ODA team's coming out with confidence quick.
Yes, as Dylan said, 5 wide. Alan Clark is in the slot. Edward Chaput by himself in the gun. In motion. He hands it off, and it is reverse. He's looking to throw. He throws to the right side, and he is wide open. And it's caught to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Out-of-Door Academy. Number 11,
The double reverse pass.
Brady Cleveland.
Yeah, Alan Clark got the flea flicker there. Number 11 was all alone. Brady Cleveland, the pass was high. It was almost like a punt, and all he had to do was catch it and run in the end zone. That is a statement by ODA. I did not see that coming right there. 2 plays, a touchdown. And this Barons defense, who have not let up a touchdown, more than a touchdown all season, has let up a touchdown in 2 plays.
Especially in the opening drive. That was their second play. I didn't expect them to let up a touchdown because they're so strong to start the game. But a play like that, wow, that is a strong trick play.
Dylan Walker for the PAT.
Yeah, and I mean, what a statement.
The kick is snapped. It's up, and it is
Good.
no good as it hit the left upright. It is 6-0 to start this game.
Yeah, I mean, what a statement opening drive from ODA. They've seen the film. They've seen the stat sheets. They know how dominant this team is, and for them to go out there with the confidence, and the way you're going to beat the Barons is you got to try something new. You got to do things different, and they just did a flea flicker to their running back, Alan Clark, to get the touchdown there.
That is the first time St. Petersburg Catholic has trailed this year. That is just a crazy stat, but that's just not a great start for the St. Petersburg Catholic defense, and that was very surprising to see Alan Clark, who's a true running back, throw a dot to the right side of the field.
Wow, and especially this defense, they're better than that, and they know that they are. They can make big stops, and with that first run, they gave up a 10-yard run for a first down, uncharacteristic of them, but to leave someone wide open like that in that play.
Yeah, I don't know about you guys. I'm excited now. This could be a
a close game.
football game. And, I mean, well, obviously, we're St. Petersburg Catholic fans here, but I'm also a fan of good football, and we could get this today. I'm excited.
So Dylan Walker, after a missed PAT, he's kicking it from the right hash, looking like an onside kick, and it is in the air, and it is fair caught by Jared Salmon.
That was smart. That was a smart play by Jared Salmon there. I don't really understand the onside kick there, but again, they're trying weird stuff. They're trying wacky things, and so far it's worked. So far they've been doing a good job of getting in there, and the mark to beat for the closest game right now is a 40-point loss. So to be up on the Barons, it's not something we've seen all season.
Yeah, Robert Hallway, the head coach of ODA, I love what he's doing right now. You got to try new things. You got to try and make this Barons defense for the first time face some struggle and onside kick. These are all things that change momentum of games. And right now, ODA's got momentum. The Barons, they don't know what's happening. They haven't felt this all year. So this is a true test to see how they're going to come back from this.
So the Barons are 1st and 10 at the 43 with Larry Christian in the backfield. He play action, looking on the left side, throws it to the left, and it is high in the air, but it is dropped by Keyshawn Burks. That is unlikely of him, but we saw a lot of that last week at Northside Christian, those high passes from Chase Burrow.
Yeah, I mean, it was a simple out route to get a couple yards to start the drive, and he just overthrew it, and Keyshawn Burks couldn't get to it. A tough break on first down here, second down. Maybe a run to the left here based on where Alex Milish goes.
Second and 10.
Do go deep.
He hands it off to Larry Christian, who lunges to the left side, and he is brought down after a 9-yard gain, and it will be 3rd and 1 for St. Petersburg Catholic.
Yeah, called it perfectly. It was a run right to the left, get 9 yards, and this is a 3rd and 1 situation. This is where Larry Christian thrives right here. I mean, he's a big back, and he can get those yards.
He is averaging 54 yards per game this year. He hands it off to Larry Christian once again, and he trucks through defenders, and he needs 2 people to bring him down on that play.
Yeah, I got to have a big shout out to the O-line. They created probably the widest hole I've seen on an inside route all season. That was probably some of the easiest yards he could have gotten. A great play from an underrated O-line.
Chase Burrow in the gun again. Alex Milishko in motion. He play action. He's looking to the right side, and he's scrambling to the left. But he throws it left, and he throws it deep, high, and it is almost intercepted by Out-of-Door Academy defense.
Yeah, right there. That was just an uncharacteristic mistake once again for Chase Burrow. Kinston Kokofer with the breakup there. He ran to his left, threw it cross body, and it really wasn't a great throw. It was a little underthrown, and that put it in harm's way there.
Very, very risky play there. 2nd and 10. Alex Milishko in motion. Play action. No, he hands it off, and he runs to the right side, and he has open space, and he breaks a tackle. He runs down the right sideline, and he is brought down by Out-of-Door Academy after a huge game there.
That was a big play. Larry Christian, I think, is going to be how the Barons win this game. He's already been the one factor that's been keeping this offense moving, and they're going to go fast. I think they're going to hand it off to him again. He's been going really well, and he's proven that to everybody here.
Burrow looks right. He's looking. He throws it to the right to a screen pass to Larry Christian. He runs to the 10, and he is brought down at around the 8-yard line.
Yeah, simple screen pass there. Something they don't do often with Larry Christian. That was more of a DeMarion Rowe type play, just a simple screen pass because he had that electrifying speed and great hands. But good to see them, giving them both the same type of play calls. And they're back at the line of scrimmage trying to get a quick 6 on the board.
Keyshawn Burks by himself on the left side there. Burrow, play action, looking left, looking to Keyshawn Burks, who he throws to, and it is caught for a Barons touchdown. Keyshawn Burks.
Great play by Keyshawn Burks. We've seen that type of play before where they get a man one-on-one down at the left side of the end zone, and he was able to find him there for a solid 6 points to tie this game up.
Yeah, Keyshawn Burks told Brady Cleveland, his defender, anything you can do, I can do better. Brady Cleveland got the touchdown on the last play. This time it was all Keyshawn Burks there. Simple out route to the end zone. More of a flag, actually. It was more about an 8-step flag. Chase Burrow puts it right on the money, and that's quick touchdown there for the St. Petersburg Catholic.
The kick is snapped, and it's up, and it's good by Dominic McAnally. The scoreboard does say 116-6, but it is 7-6 Barons to Out-of-Door Academy 6.
Dominic McAnally, we got to mention him a little bit. He's been playing awesome this season. Those PATs, he's been so consistent with them. 93% from the PATs, 43 for 46. That made him 44 for 47.
And last week, Dominic McAnally did go an impressive 6-7
He did.
on his PATs.
Yeah, I mean, the 93% field goal percentage all year, or extra point percentage all year, is just a fantastic stat for a young sophomore. Being trained by Garrett Valerio, who was a kicker on his own in 2011 at St. Petersburg Catholic. He went to Florida State. And I think right here, because we came back, we set the tone. He set the tone now. We can do, I can do better. And now 7-6. CA has to go out there and try and make some more magic.
Yeah, this is where the defense really needs to make a statement. They need to be the St. Pete Catholic defense that we've seen all throughout the season, making big stops.
Dominic McAnally here to kick it again, once again. It is up in the air, and it is received. He is running towards the right side. He's aiming for the right side. Number 5, he's cutting inside, and he is brought down at around the 23-yard line.
Thanks to Kokofer with the return, getting them to a reasonable 20-yard line grab. And this defense, again, like I said, just the last play, they need to be able to set the tone. They need to make a stop, get some type of turnover, or just get a punt. These getting so many 3-and-outs, I don't even know the count. But in this game, they have been really completely stunned.
One thing that I really do hope both of these teams can try and improve on is, the penalties, because the Barons' defense was amazing in that Northside game. But their one Achilles heel throughout the whole season in that game was the penalties. They were giving a lot of free yards to Northside, and today, no penalties yet. It's been 2 plays, be a big factor in this game if it stays close.
Chaput with Alan Clark in the backfield. He hands it off to Alan Clark, who runs it left, and then he runs it right, and then he is brought down by 2 Baron defenders.
Pretty okay run.
Yeah, Jared Salmon there on the tackle again. He has been phenomenal in the past couple games, really coming in his own past couple games. 11 tackles last game. That's great statistics right there. And a good stop, around a 2nd and 6 here for ODA. They did a trick play on their second play. We haven't really seen this offense just really get into a groove here. Interesting to see what they're going to do here.
2nd and 6 for Out-of-Door Academy. Chaput hands it off to Alan Clark, who runs to the right field, and he has some open space, and he is still running, and he is down at around the 47-yard line.
That was a solid run. Alan Clark, like I said, he's definitely going to be the heart of this offense, just like Larry Christian's going to be the heart of the Barons offense. He is moving the ball quickly down the field, and I really think we're actually going to see a lot of scoring in this game. The Barons defense hadn't let up more than 7 points earlier than today, but now it looks like they might actually face some serious competition.
Yeah, I mean, so far ODA's offense is really walking all over this stellar Barons defense. Hoping to see the Barons can kind of get in a groove here and slow this down a little bit.
After another big Alan Clark play, it's 1st and 10 for Out-of-Door Academy. Chaput play option. He runs to the left side and he slides, but after a late hit by Courtney Taylor.
They're not going to call that here. It looks like Courtney Taylor was already going down when he was sliding, so that's going to be a nice legal play. But that was a good stop there, only about a yard on that play.
And that was a statement right there from Courtney Taylor. You know, you're not gonna get going anywhere. You're gonna stop you right there, and that was a big hit.
Yeah,
there was some sweat that got knocked off of his body from that hit. So big statement there.
Let's see if Chaput would run after that play.
Yeah. The intimidation factor, even.
Yeah, I mean, this is a physical Barons team. I mean, as you can tell by all the penalties, they like to play physical, and that's not going to stop here.
Thanks to Coach Juice.
Chaput hands it off to Alan Clark, who runs to the right side, and he gets a good gain there.
Yeah, Alan Clark, the running back, has really just been good to start this game. He's probably averaging around 7-8 yards. And it's just efficiency here, and it's going to be around a 3rd and 5 here. A big moment for the Barons defense to try and get a stop or just minimize gain here.
And he's really showing us why he averaged 100 yards per game. He's been really impressive to start this game off. But it is 3rd down.
And he's a big running
back. I think they give it to him again. He proves that he can get yards.
Chaput tries to make the Barons line jump. He looks to the right side of the coach. Chaput hands it off to Alan Clark, who runs to the left side, and he will get that 1st down.
I mean, Alan Clark's currently reminding me of like a Derrick Henry. I mean, he's 6'2", 220. That's a big running back right there, and he's got speed too. I mean, he's got great speed, and he's just running people over to start this game.
And he's got a solid O-line to go with it. They completely neutralized that Barons D-line, which has just been so strong every game. They have found a way to make pressure almost every play in the Victory Christian game. And they just completely neutralized them. So solid props to the O-line. They were able to give Alan Clark a big hole.
Yeah, this is most likely the biggest O-line that they've played. There's guys 6'5", 220, 6'3", 230.
Alan Clark,
big men here.
Alan Clark was substituted off. Oh, and it's a fake to the fullback, number 10, and he runs for about 3 yards.
Angus Doody had a touchdown last game. That is the fullback right there. And he had a pretty solid defensive performance as well. Along with that touchdown, he was able to get 8 total tackles, 4 tackles for loss, and a sack.
Yeah, I mean, interesting play call on 1st down, just a straight wildcat to the fullback.
It's that wacky stuff.
I mean, you don't see that often. It kind of worked, and it looks like number 58 of the O-line, Mason Riley, was kind of limping off the field there, so a timeout was called. Interesting to see if he will come back in the game. But let's just take a second, digest these first 7 minutes of football. In Colby's debut, he's getting a good football game, truly.
He is.
7-6,
I mean,
6-7 even.
I will say this drive is an Alan Clark drive. Every play he has gotten the ball, he has gone about 7 or 8 yards. And the one time they did do the option play with Edward Chaput, he barely got a yard there with Courtney Taylor bringing him down, and after the slide, actually.
Yeah, I think that was a solid prediction. Who was that, Jameson or Henry, who said over 70.5 running yards for Alan Clark? I think he's going to absolutely destroy that target. I think he might get over 100 today, especially seeing how much volume they've been giving him.
Yeah, we've yet to see a pass from someone that's not Alan Clark, who's really just done everything today.
After the timeout, it is 2nd and 6 with Dylan Walker in the backfield. Chaput hands it off to Dylan Walker, who runs to the left, and he is immediately brought down by Davion Frazier.
Yeah, Davion Frazier was there immediately, not Alan Clark this time. And look at the result. Dylan Walker, the kicker, who's also listed as a wide receiver, getting the rep at running back. Didn't go far, and they're putting Alan Clark back in this game for this 3rd down. But this is a 3rd and around 9. They could run it if they're confident enough, but I think we're finally going to see maybe a pass play here from their quarterback, Edward Chaput.
Now, I'm interested to see how far they go with the field goal, because I don't know if you remember that one game where they kicked almost a 55-yard field goal attempt, and it got absolutely destroyed and blocked by Elijah Shorter. So we'll see. I don't know how much this guy has a leg, depending on the gain on this third down.
With 5 minutes left to go in the game, it is third down. 11 in motion, looking right, throws it right. Has an open defender, but he slips.
Yeah, Jared Simmer was playing about 5 yards off his defender. He had all the space in the world. He just slipped. Kingston Kokafer on that play falls down at around the 30-yard line. Couldn't really set his feet. Couldn't make the catch, and that's going to be fourth down. It looks like the punting is that.
Yes.
The kicker,
yeah, the kicker is the punter.
The kicker
as well.
is the punter, but it looks like the punt. Are they?
Dylan Walker is everywhere on the field tonight. He was put at running back. He's listed as wide receiver, and he missed the PAT, but he is also a strong safety, and he's also punting right here.
Yeah, and that's a good drive right there for the Barons to get a stop after a couple first downs, neutralize this ODA offense, and put your offense back in the field for SPC.
That is a timeout called by Out-of-Door Academy.
Maybe
a couple of early timeouts called.
Their first of the half.
Called in this quarter here.
I think maybe the first one was a TV timeout, as the refs would call it, because it was called the first timeout.
I mean, I've been really impressed by Alan Clark's play here. Like, I can't get him out of my mind right now. Like, this was a Alan Clark drive. I mean, they were ended up being stopped, but that's because they did take him out for a few plays. What did you see from Alan Clark in that second drive?
Yeah, I thought Alan Clark was pretty much doing what he wanted out there. I mean, he was getting big yards, 8-yard rushes. He was doing, and then right when they put in someone else, Dylan Walker, he goes nowhere. So I think Alan Clark, obviously, they got to manage him. You can't give him 40 carries, but
maybe you can.
At this point, you kind of have to, because he's pretty much the only thing that's working right now, even offensively throwing the ball.
Now they called a timeout, and they've been doing some weird stuff. Do you think they run a fake or do some whack stuff?
I hope.
I mean,
I would be entertained by it.
2 trick plays already with the fullback immediate snap.
Yeah, they called a timeout for a punt.
In the big touchdown, obviously, which everyone has seen. And they have max protection there. He drops the punt, but it is punt to the right side, and it is a high punt, but it's going to be bouncing, and it's rolling, and it's still rolling, and it will be retrieved by Out-of-Door Academy at around the 5-yard line.
What a punt. It didn't look good. It was really high, and it wasn't going anywhere, but it took an amazing bounce all the way to the 6-yard line. And the Barons are back in their own territory. But that's not really a problem, because I remember, I think it was the Indian Rocks game, or it might have been the Tampa Catholic game, where all of their amazing drives started at their 10-yard line, and they would just march 90 yards down the field.
You had that saying where it didn't matter if they started at their own 20 or in their opposing 20. They would score a touchdown either way. So let's see what this Barons offense can get up to.
Out-of-Door Academy, not much passing of the game except for the long pass by Alan Clark, who is not even their quarterback. But the Barons had a quick drive there with Larry Christian pushing through defenders and getting through his way and netting off with the Keyshawn Burks touchdown.
I think that's what you do in these first couple of plays. Use Larry Christian to give yourself a lot of breathing room, because I believe that he will get up there.
Chase Burrow has been throwing some risky passes as well, as he was almost picked off, but let's see if he can clean that up.
To give him the benefit of the doubt, it is a little bit windy out here today, so I will say that.
And throughout the whole season, his play has been absolutely elite, and I think he's going to pick it up. I mean, he's already got a touchdown here.
Scoreboard malfunctioning.
Yeah, it's about the second time
I was about to say second quarter, but I believe it is not the second quarter yet.
It is not.
There should be about 3 to 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Ref's still trying to figure out this scoreboard, which has been messing up a little bit tonight.
Oh, there we go. Got the time back.
Sorry for the delay.
4 minutes and 38 seconds left in this first quarter.
See, our score on the BSPN YouTube channel is, of course, right.
That's why the live stream is
It is
so
7-6. The Barons will start at this 5-yard line. Chase Burrow by himself, looking right, and he throws it high, and it will go over Larry Christian's head, and that will be an incomplete pass.
Yeah,
Complete pass.
Yeah, using Larry as a more of a passing back once more here. Interesting play down, didn't really work out. Overthrown again. Chase Burrow is just putting a little too much muscle on the ball. He must be hitting the weight room.
Larry Christian in the backfield. Tries to get the line to jump off sides, now looking to Chinchar. Alex Malishko in motion. Back in motion.
I think a run to the left here.
Hands it off to Larry Christian, who runs to the left side, and
Hand off to Larry Christian,
he will be
right
down
to
after a
left side.
2-yard gain.
Yeah, not something that we see often there. They're really getting stuffed. Chase Burrow threw a pass that couldn't connect with Larry Christian. Larry Christian didn't get anything on that run there. Now it's
That would
a
actually
big
be
third down.
That would actually be a loss of 1.
No gain. It'll be 3rd and 10 for your Barons.
And
3rd and 10 for the Barons
Yeah.
at around the 5-yard line.
I think maybe an Alex Milishko curl route here just to get
Alex
those yards.
Milishko in motion. Play action, looking left, scrambling left, and he is brought down for a sack.
I believe that is the 5th sack of the season. This O-line was notorious for doing very, very well in the first few games. They hadn't let up a sack in their first, I believe, like 5 games, and then they let up 1. In the Northside Christian game, they let up out a couple sacks.
Yeah, it'll be 4th and 13 here, deep in their own territory for Marcelo to punt this one. He's going to be all the way back in his end zone here to punt this one. I don't think this punt's going to anywhere past maybe the 40 here. That's going to give ODA great field position. What a stop. Big.
We will see if the sophomore Marcelo Morales will be comfortable with kicking this ball away, as Out-of-Door Academy looks like they are rushing many men to block this punt. It is snapped. It's on the ground, and he punts it away. And it will be dropped at around the 30-yard line. 11 running right, trying to juke around players, and Brennan Wright, no. Elijah Shorter will bring him down at around the 35-yard line.
Now that's going to be a great field position for Out-of-Door Academy. Brady Cleveland, the punt returner there, was able to get a couple of yards before almost going backwards and then just getting neutralized by Elijah Shorter. But now a big drive. We don't usually see the Barons defending near their own red zone, so I'm very interested to see what ODA could do here to try and retake the lead.
I mean, I think I could confidently say after 9 minutes of football, this might actually be a ball game here.
And we've been saying that for a while.
I've been saying that for a while. We said it in the Tampa Catholic game because at one point it was 7-7, and then it just blew it out of proportion there. But I mean, they've been stopped. They've been stopped. They've done stopping. They've gotten scored on. This is a real football game here. I'm
After
excited.
2 quick touchdown drives and then 2 slow drives by each team, Out-of-Door Academy will start at around the 33-yard line. Chaput hands it off to Alan Clark once again, who runs to the right side, and he will truck through defenders, and he will be brought down after a first down.
Solid outside run there for Brady Clark. Was able to get so much space. Blocked. Everybody got blocked there. Forrest Loving was able to make the tackle. And that is a first down inside the red zone. Not a lot of snaps inside the red zone, so this red zone's defense hasn't really been tested yet. So I believe that Alan Clark is going to get this ball at least a couple more times in this drive, and I wouldn't be surprised if he punches it in.
Yeah, that's at least the second or third time he's just gotten a first down on the first play when he just runs it. He is dominating this Barons' big D-line right now, who has been kind of unstoppable all year. Waiting to see names like Colton Shaw step up a little.
Right.
Chaput hands it off once again to Alan Clark, who runs to the right but cuts to the left, and he is down after a 5-yard gain.
Clark around the right side.
2 or 3-yard gain.
Finally getting a pretty decent stop. Recoy Chop Taylor was able to get there. Another member of that distinguished D-line, that can be such a strong force. But again, they haven't really made a presence so far in this game, which is unlike them.
Second down and
nice
about
coverage
9. Chaput hands it off to Alan Clark, who runs to the left side, and he has open space, but he is brought down after a big gain.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like ODA's got a plan for this game. It's give the ball. It's give the ball to Clark, really. They've done it. He's probably up to maybe 8 carries in the first quarter, and that keeps the clock moving most of all. And that also makes the Barons' offense sit on the sideline for a while. I mean, they got a lot of time to think. They're dealing with adversity for the first time, and they got a plan. It's run the ball, truly. We've yet to see their actual quarterback throw a pass. There's been 1 pass in this game,
which is
a
pretty
touchdown.
crazy because it was almost like
they're running.
I mean, we will see this play because Alan Clark was subbed out, so we will see if Chaput would have this first pass of the game.
Oh, it looks more like
Brady
a run
Cleveland
package.
all alone on the right side with Keyshawn Burks.
Dylan Walker, we saw him do a little run earlier.
Chaput.
Oh.
Dylan Walker in motion. And he is brought down inside the 5-yard line. Angus Duty.
They have, I think the playbook consists of 2 plays. It's run or a fullback dive. That's kind of all they've done so far, and it is working to their credit. They're running the ball. They're running often. This is 1970s football, just hard mouth football, running the ball.
And I'm sure all the people.
non-stop.
And I'm sure all the people here in Alumni Week, I'm sure they know what that is. All these guys, all these
They
guys and
remember
girls.
Jerome Bettis.
Been here a while ago. I'm sure they've seen all the running plays back in their day. They might be getting some reminiscence over here.
Yeah,
After
I mean,
another
This is a running offense.
After another fullback dive to Angus Duty, the clock is running at 30 seconds.
Clark is still out.
Bo tack in motion. He hands it off. He runs the light, but he's immediately tackled down by Colton Shaw. That will be about a 3-yard loss.
Again, Dylan Walker can't find any space, unlike his counterpart, Alan Clark. Colton Shaw gets him down immediately. And I think that's really going to be the problem here for ODAs. They got one player, and when he's tired, when he's out, because you can give him 40 carries, but he's going to get tired. There's going to be some wear and tear, so they got to kind of manage him a little more. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter here, 7-6.
And that is a Colton Shaw that we've seen. He was able to just completely sneak through and make a big tackle there. Last game, he had 8 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, and 2 sacks. That means he has 6 sacks on the season. He's got a bajillion tackles for loss. We've lost count. And you remember that game where he had 4 sacks and 4 tackles for loss back against, I believe, Evangelical
And
Christian.
congratulations to him. He also had his first D1 offer.
He did.
Wow, congratulations to
Canadian,
him.
I think he should have a lot more. I think he's such a bright spot.
I think he will get some
and
more.
I think he will get a lot more. But let's just dissect this first quarter of football, because we're not used to this. In our entire commentating career, we've never really commentated a close game, and we might finally get one. And this ODA team, they've got a plan in motion. It's run the ball, and it's run the ball often. And they've been doing it, and it's been working to their credit to start this game. The Barons' defense, and their D-line specifically, has just been out strength truly to start this game.
Which is very uncommon for this team, because we have people like Devion Frazier and Colton Shaw on the line, and also Chop Taylor, who have been able to just stop teams' run defense play after play, but it just does not look like that for Alan Clark being able to find the right holes in the right space to get through and make those gains.
Yeah, for the Barons' defense starts drive, I'd like to see more of a bunch package here. I'd like put more in the middle, put 8 in the middle if you need, because they're gonna run the ball.
And they started doing that on the first drive. They were showing like a 7 run blitz.
Now look at that.
I think they have to keep it
They
up.
have 4 people lined up. They're doing just what I said. They got about 9 too, because it looks like Forrest is playing a
To
little
start
bit
the
of both
second
sides.
quarter, Chaput will fake it right, scrambling right, and he throws it down the middle, and it is intercepted! It is intercepted! It is intercepted by Forrest Loving, who it will be a touchback. It will be a touchback and intercepted by Forrest Loving.
That's his first interception of the season, Forrest Loving.
Yeah, I mean, what an amazing play.
He will be brought down at around the 1-yard line.
Yeah, what an amazing play. He read that beautifully. It was a simple rollout to the right. He had his guy on the drag route. He threw it. Forrest Loving was right there to come up with the interception. That's going to put him down. What a great stop, because the Barons were down. And again, the running game has been kind of the only bright spot of ODA. They pass it. Interception.
The first pass.
This is what I was waiting for, the adversity and how would they come back. And Forrest Loving, their big player, comes up in a big moment like that. We love to see that.
That was a much-needed stop and a huge start to the second quarter for St. Petersburg Catholic. They will start at the 1-yard line. Not good field position for them, though.
You got to run this just to get it out of your own end zone.
Just trying to fake him out.
Once again, trying to make the out-of-door line jump. Hands it to the left. He will run to the right side. He has open space. He's juking through the defenders. He's on the left side, and he jukes right. And he's still going, but he is brought down at around the 29-yard line.
Yeah, what a great run to get out of his own end zone by Larry Christian. About a 27-yard run. Big play that's going to move the chains and give the Barons more field position to work with here to do a lot more things. And I'd like to see a quick pass maybe to the outside for Keyshawn Burks, or run it back again.
Larry Christian trucking and running over the defender for another first down for Larry Christian.
Solid runs by Larry Christian. He can really make some runs, and they're going fast. This is the type of hurry-up offense we see when the Barons have momentum.
Barons in the hurry-up at Malishko. Burrell handing it off once again to Larry Christian.
Looks like
First
And the
flag of
play
the
will
game.
be stopped.
I'm surprised it took this long for a flag, especially from what we've
I
seen.
know. I mean, the whole first quarter without a flag, that's amazing. Good job, boys.
Still is a false start.
False start
Well, never
on the
mind.
Barons.
But yeah, I mean, Larry Christian, we have not seen him look this good probably since before the high ankle sprain. Maybe the Tampa Catholic game is the last time we've seen that burst of speed, which we kind of haven't seen as much lately. I mean, last game we saw it a little, but I think that ankle's fully healed, and now he's doing exactly what he needs to do here.
And he is a solid running back, you know, just with Rowe, it's hard to compete with a guy so good like Rowe.
1st and 15. Play action, looking right, throws it short. He is running to the right sideline, and he's still going, and he jumps over the defender, but he is tripped up for a 7-yard gain. That is Rise Rosado.
Yeah, Rise Rosado, who we've seen his touches kind of dwindle throughout the weeks with the emergence of Alex Malishko kind of coming into his own here. But he could still make big plays like that. It was a design play, kind of just put him out in the flat, let him get a catch, and let him make some magic, and he did just that.
2nd and 7 for the Barons. Alex Malishko in motion. Burrell, play action, scrambling left, looking for Brendan Wright, and it is almost caught by Brendan Wright, but that will be incomplete.
Nearly made a catch that was almost unbelievable. Only a couple of inches away from heaving in that ball for a big gain. And I was waiting for a big play to happen for some of these wide receivers because they haven't been seeing the ball, haven't been seeing a lot of action. It's just been a lot of running.
I think one thing I'd like to see is give Burrell time and let him work in the pocket a little. They're doing a lot of rollouts, making him throw crossbody. Give him time, let him set his feet, and give a good throw here.
Rise Rosado in motion. Burrell throwing it to a screen to Brendan Wright, who will run down the middle, and he is at the 45, he's at the 40, juking left, he's at the 30, he's at the 25, he's at the 20, he's at the 10, he will juke to the right side, and he lets go of the ball, but he is inside the 5-yard line. Wow.
Flag comes in late. What a great run by Brendan Wright after receiving that screen catch. That's the type of flashiness that we've been seeing from him. There's a flag there at the 10-yard line. Doesn't seem like it's coming back. Face mask on the defense is what it will be, so that'll be another half the distance to the goal line.
Yeah, what a great design play there. They've done it so many times throughout the season, just a simple screen pass and let your athletes go to work, and that's what Brendan Wright did. He's got that speed, he's got the quickness, and he's so agile, making men miss all over. Now they're at the 2-yard line here. Larry Christian, big guy.
Let's see if the Barons can run it in here. Looking to audible this play at around the 2-yard line. Burrow in the gun. Fakes it right. Looking to Rise Rosado, who catches it, and he is in! Touchdown, Barons!
Rise Rosado's first touchdown catch in a few games, was able to get wide open for a free touchdown, and that was a big answer. They started that drive from the 1-yard line. Larry Christian got him to midfield. Brendan Wright got him into the red zone, and an awesome finishing touch for Rise Rosado and McAnally here to make it an 8-point game.
Dominic McAnally to kick. Kick is snapped. It is up, and it is good.
Dominic's
14-6.
I think he's practicing field goals. I mean, he rips those extra points like it's good for 40 every time he kicks them. Good job, Dominic McAnally, 93% this year. Amazing stuff from the sophomore.
A much-needed drive by the Barons team there, starting with an interception by Forrest Loving, and they started that was a 99-yard drive for the Barons offense. And after a huge play by Brendan Wright on the screen pass, it is caught by Rise Rosado for the short touchdown.
What a great drive. I can't stress that enough. That was a big momentum swing, that Forrest Loving interception. He's been so good, been waiting to have a turnover picked up. That was his first takeaway of the season, and a big one there. Stopping a red zone drive and letting the Barons offense get down the entire field for some 7 points. And now this is the Barons that we've been seeing all year, this dominant team.
That was about 50-plus yards of yards after catch for Brendan Wright there. Dominic McAnally will kick it off. It is caught at around the 15-yard line, and he will run it slowly to the right side, but he finds a hole, but he is brought down by Forrest Loving. Brady Cleveland with the return.
Brought down by Forrest Loving and Ian Mencken.
Yeah, great drive there by the Barons to just get back in the driver's seat there. 14 unanswered points now since out of doors. Amazing first drive that really stunned this entire crowd, really. And then a big interception by Forrest Loving in the red zone to give him terrible field position, and then the Barons made great use of it. Larry, a big run, and then Brendan Wright made a couple men miss. Rise Rosado in the end zone.
We're waiting to see this defense start to become, a consistent force against Alan Clark and the ODA offense. I definitely think they'll be resorting to giving him the ball a lot. They really haven't done anything else except that one pass play was the interception.
The quarterback is 0 for 1 with 1 interception. Alan
That's
Clark
unfortunate.
has a touchdown.
Edward Chaput hands it off to Alan Clark, who will run to the left side, and he is immediately brought down by the Barons defense.
What a great tackle there. Chop Taylor was completely there to neutralize them. Just got down under his legs and just lifted him up, and that was it. Completely stopped the run there.
I think Alan Clark is only going to get more tired, more wear and tear on him. So this is the moment where the Barons defense are going to start capitalizing more, because he's going to get big runs still. He's still going to break gaps and stuff, but it's not going to be as much because he's going to get tired. He's probably already in the double digits of carries, and it's
definitely
9 minutes left in the second quarter.
Second down and 10 with 9 minutes left in the second quarter. 2 players in motion to the left side. Chaput fakes, looking left, looking right, caught by number 8, and he is tripped up and flipped over by Keyshawn Burks.
What a tackle. Keyshawn Burks able to absolutely destroy Bo Tack. Did a somersault in the air. It was enough for the first down, but that is a statement tackle. Keyshawn Burks, who can work very well on both sides of the ball.
Even though that was an impressive tackle, Out of Door did get the first down there.
Yeah, great play call there. Just simple tight end drag to the right, get him the first down, and that's going to move the chains for ODA here.
Out of Door at the 43-yard line. Chaput hands it off to Alan Clark, who is stopped immediately once again by Courtney Taylor.
Yeah, you can see the Barons defense is kind of figuring out more. I saw Alex Blisco and Courtney Taylor immediately run at the running back right when the ball was snapped. They knew there was run. There was sort of a run commit there. They sent 5 at the line, and then behind them more pressure, and they're kind of more neutralizing this running game.
Yeah, this defense has started picking up here. They finally be able to get their gist going and start stopping that Alan Clark run game, which has been the key focal point of this offense.
About 2nd and 11. Chaput backs up, looking left, throws it left, and it is incomplete. Intended receiver was Dylan Walker.
Elijah Shorter with a solid stop there. The freshman was able to bring up the pressure, and it'll be a 3rd and long. Can't really run it here.
It's a big 3rd down for the Barons as they are looking to change this game.
Yeah, I'd like to see ODA here go back to what they did on that first drive and try and change things up. This Barons defense is kind of getting used to the run because they do it so often in the pass game. Not really working so far. I'd like to see them maybe do a trick play or just try and get a big bulk of yards here.
3rd down and 11 with 7:44 to play in the second quarter. Chaput looking right, backing up, looking for a screen, but he fakes it. He pump fakes it. He's scrambling to the right side, and he just throws it away.
Flag comes in late in the secondary. Chaput completely faked out the pressure that was coming against him. Colton Shaw and Frazier, I believe, just turned their heads and was looking for the ball, and that bought him enough time to throw it away. Now, don't know what the flag is. The referees are discussing what the potential penalty may be.
Looks like the punting unit is coming out, so it will most likely be on the ODA Thunder here.
Chaput was scrambling for his life on that play, trying to run away from the Darren's D-line.
Yes, an illegal man downfield is the call. They will decline the penalty, I believe. Make it 4th down.
4th and 11 with the punting team out there.
Penalty declined. 4th down.
Yeah, and I think the key to that Barons drive that time is I didn't see one time where there wasn't at least 5 guys on the line of scrimmage. Specifically Alex Malishko there line up on the line of scrimmage every play to get to the quarterback or the running back.
Dylan Walker will punt this ball away. It is a high punt.
Oh, wow.
And it will go out of bounds.
Looks like
at about
Jared Salmon.
Jared and Landon Saylor.
It will go out of bounds at about.
We've seen that before in the last
we've
couple of
seen
games. Jared
start a
Salmon
fight with a
get
lot
a
of
little
people.
bit heated up, making a statement. Making a statement there. He was looking for a flag there, put both his hands up when Landon Salyer got both hands on his
Now
shoulder
here's
pads.
a big
So a
moment
flag
here
on
for the
the play.
Barons. Oh, a flag, most likely a
Will be
flag on the
against the
play.
Barons.
For
Nope,
and
it-
it
it's
was
on
probably
Jared.
on Jared because he started a fight, kind of. But hey, no problem. The Barons offense is going to keep on rolling, and this is a big moment here. If they can get up 21-6, 21 unanswered points after the big drive, and I think this Barons defense is kind of figuring out. They dealt with that first quarter adversity, but unfortunately, as I think about it more and more,
It'll be
it
holding
might be
against
one
the
of those
Barons.
games once more.
It will be holding on the Barons, and they will back up.
One thing I truly wish they did in high school is tell us, like, who. Be like, holding, number 50, holding, number, like, that'd
would
be
be nice.
helpful.
First down
I don't know.
for your Barons.
Give them a microphone. Let them talk. That's what I'm thinking, really.
I mean, we have enough microphones up here. We could definitely let them use one. 1st and 10 for the Barons.
Maybe if they pay us.
And there is a timeout for Out-of-Door Academy.
Time out in the action.
Can we talk about that game-changing play by Forrest Loving? He is a very smart individual, not just on the field, but in the books as well. He has been compared by our U.S. government honors teacher, Mr. Huber, as James Madison. That's what he's compared his smarts to.
That's
And
a founding father right
yes,
there.
and he really shows the smart on the field as well,
Yes.
as he made the right read and he made that interception that was really needed by that Barons defense.
Yeah, and that really changed the game right there. Because if ODA was scored, then this is a whole different ballgame. It'd probably be 13-7. Barons wouldn't have gone down the field and scored like that. This would be a totally different ballgame. And now the Barons have the ball in their own territory. They're up 14-6. And a big moment just by Forrest Loving making a big play, which obviously a team captain and a leader should do.
Yeah, always been a reliable player. Always getting at least about 4 or 5 tackles per game. Just making sure to make a statement. Always stepping in when they need him to. And that was a solid takeaway. Big game-changing interception
Back to
for
live
Forrest
action,
Loving.
1st and 10 at the Barons
Out of-
Stepping up. The
39-yard
team
line.
chaplain said the prayer earlier.
Out-of-Door Academy, no. My apologies. Barons will start with the ball 1st and 10 at around the 29-yard line. Burrell fakes it, looking right, throws it to Keyshawn Burr, and it is caught. He's running down the middle. He has open space. He cuts to the left side, cuts again, cutting once again. He is juking through defenders at the 40-yard line, at the 35, at the 30, trucks a defender, and he is down
Big
at
run.
the 26-yard line.
Another big yards after catch gain from a wide receiver there. A solid run. It's Keyshawn Burks making a statement.
Yeah, this Barons offense really relies on their athletes, their wide receivers that make plays. The screen pass earlier to Brennan that got him pretty much in that same position there. Make men miss, get big yards here. And what a great play. Alex Bell here, the freshman, getting some reps. Usually he gets him in around the 4th quarter in garbage time, but he's got to play a bigger role to end the season with Demarion Rowe out.
I think they'll give it to him here, or at least a play action.
Burrell. Play action, Alex Bell looking left to Keyshawn Burks once again. It is caught at the 5, and he runs it in for the touchdown, but there is a flag on the play.
But a flag on the
Yeah,
play.
it looks like it's going to be on the Barons here. 'cause-
Solid move
yeah, that
besides the
was-
flag.
That was sick. But
Able to just cut and weave.
Yep.
Ineligible
And
downfield.
that will be against the Barons. That would have been a huge dive for Keyshawn Burks, but we will see if he can make it happen once again.
See, that's when the numbers would be nice. I'd like to know who was downfield there. But 1st and 15 here in a good place for the Barons here. I'd like to see them go right back to that play. I'm not gonna lie. It worked the first time. It'd probably work a second time. Keyshawn Burks really been the star of this drive. Give it
1st and
back.
15 at around the 32-yard line.
Well, he's not even in the game right now. They're raiding a very bunch to the left package. It looks like this. could be a
Alex Bell in the
counter run.
backfield.
Or not.
Chase Burrow looking right, throwing right, and it is caught by Ural Stewart. He jukes to the right side, and he breaks a tackle, and he spins around, and he cuts to the left side, and he is still up. He breaks another tackle, and he runs it, and he is driving, he's pushing, and he is down at the 1-yard line.
What a run.
Wow.
That started off from a solid pass. I thought Chase Burrow was going to find Brendan Wright, who was open on the side there. He threw it to Stewart, placed it perfectly in his hands right over the defender's arms.
That was
and that was an unbelievable run by Stewart. I don't know how he stayed up on his feet. Broke like 4 tackles minimum.
Yeah, that was a tight pocket throw right there, and Ural Stewart wouldn't go down. He made so many men miss, and now they're lined up in a perfect position. 1st and goal.
Barons 1st and goal at the 1. Alex Milishko in motion. He hands it off to Alex Milishko, who will walk in for the Barons touchdown.
That's his second rushing touchdown of the season. Alex Milishko all around. We saw that little stride to come back in the backfield, and he got that ball. It was an easy run in there.
I love that drive, and I love that play. I like the little skip he did to the backfield.
I mean, that's
just
just
to
the
run in the
personality
end
of
zone.
Alex Milishko.
Alex Milishko, funny guy. His
We will
homecoming
see if
suit
he will
is a
win
birthday
home.
suit. He's wearing like a birthday suit. It's really
He
funny.
doesn't like when you say that, but it is kind of the truth.
We will see if he will win homecoming king at halftime.
Yeah, he's been
Stay tuned for that.
marketing a lot on the SPC.
Dominic
email.
McAnally for the kick. High snap, placed down, and it is good.
I'm telling you, he's
21-6.
He's making a statement
for the
with those
Barons.
extra points.
Wow, what a play by Uriel Stewart. Oh my gosh, tight window pass, very impressive. I thought he was going for Brendan Wright as well, but he weaved in and out of tackles. He spun around twice. And he kept pushing, he kept grinding. And he is not a tall and not a big player at all. And he kept pushed 4 defenders with him to get to the 2-yard line.
Well, he's got a low center of gravity, and that very much helps. He's low to the ground, and he can make people miss. He's so agile, and you saw right there. And just so many times, Jess Chitchar gives it to his big 3 wide receivers here, and just let him make plays. Brendan Wright did it. Then Keyshawn Burks did it. Now Uriel Stewart did it. Getting everyone involved. They're all healthy. They're all playing great, and they're all making an impact on the Barons offense.
Yes, and we've been waiting for those flashy plays by all those receivers, especially Uriel Stewart. Every time you might forget him in the first quarter of the game. He doesn't make any catches, but then he goes out and does some ridiculous stuff like we just saw with that run. He just makes a flashy play. There have been multiple games where he has had just a couple receptions, but all of them were long touchdowns.
A big turn of events for the Barons after losing for the first time this year, going 6-0, and then turning it and scoring 21 unanswered points for the Barons. Dominic McAnally once again to kick this ball off.
Mac attack.
And it is a low driving kick, and it will bounce, and it is retrieved by Brady Cleveland. He will slowly jog to the right side, and he is tripped up by Courtney Taylor.
Solid tackle. Courtney Taylor was able to stop him from getting any more yards. And this Barons defense, who has again come back with some momentum.
Yeah, this is just showing how great the Barons truly are in moments like these. They were tested early, and now they've capitalized on an interception, and then they've just been rolling ever since. 21 unanswered points, and this defense looks a lot better, is more energized after that stunning first play there.
The crowd is really into it as well, as it is homecoming week for the Barons.
Yeah, and alumni week.
Correct.
And the
20th anniversary for the 2005 class.
25 minus 20.
This is true.
Sorry.
I love the sarcasm by Dylan Hutchinson.
Okay.
Alan Clark is very big.
Alex Milishko lined up. Again, they've ran this 5-man package on the D-line a lot since.
Chaput will hand it off to Alan Clark, who will run it to the right side,
And it's working.
and he will be brought down.
Stuffed by a few tacklers there, but mainly Chop Taylor and Courtney Taylor. And you know what? Just everybody made the tackle there. I can't really hone in on a couple people. A solid stop there. They're just picking up on these Alan Clark runs, and they need to change something ODA.
Yeah, I'd like to see the defense stick with what's working. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And Alex Milishko lined up at the D-line spot more is working phenomenally in this second quarter, and they haven't really gotten anything with Alan Clark, who was so great now, and he's probably up to 15 carries. He's kind of been neutralized a little more. Now they got 6 on the line.
Chaput, and the Barons defense did jump on that Chaput clap, and it will be offsides on the Barons.
That'll be encroachment against
Encroachment.
the Barons defense.
Encroachment. If you guys do not know the difference between encroachment and offsides, encroachment is when you jump across the line of scrimmage and make contact with the offensive line. So there's a little fun fact there for you guys.
Expand your football knowledge next time you see on an NFL Sunday encroachment.
There you go.
You'll
That's
say
a little
Pasquale-
trivia fact.
Love
for
the
your friends.
Pasquale de
You'll say
Rojas
Pasquale
trivia.
Rojas told me that
Yes.
on my Friday night St. Petersburg.
This is
Catholic
true.
broadcast.
2nd and 5. Cameron Yates in motion. Chaput looking right, throws a lob to the right side, and it is overthrown, and it will be incomplete.
Yeah, Keyshawn Burks, after all the good plays he's made on offense, stuck to Brady Cleveland like glue on that. No space. It was overthrown. And that's going to be a third down and around 4 here. A moment where I think the only thing they can do is give it to Alan Clark and let him try and muscle his way to the first down here.
Another big third bounds for the Barons here. 21-6 with 5:11 to go in the second quarter. And another jump by the Barons. That was Devion Frazier.
Free first down just from hard counts. That's impressive stuff, really. Or was it the center that jumped? Which is hard to do.
And after a big stop on second down, out of door will have a first down.
Yeah, you can see the D-line coach visibly upset on the sideline after his guys gave pretty much a free first down here.
And that was something that they struggled with a couple weeks ago. These pre-snap penalties. That's something that they had to improve on, and they did good at the start of this game. But once again, they're falling victim to these hard counts.
Chaput looking audible this play. Chaput looking left, throwing left. It's a long, high pass, and it is incomplete after a great deflection by Elijah Shorter.
Elijah Shorter saw that one coming. He looked back, was able to snipe the ball down. A big, easy pass deflection, nothing there, and it'll be second and long.
I think depth-wise, this ODA team is really short because Dylan Walker, Brady Cleveland, Alan Clark have kind of been the only three position players that are trusted on this offense to make big plays here. And it's not really working. They've tried that flyer out twice now. Neither of the times it's worked because, the Barons' coverage is phenomenal. Again, 5 on the line.
Chaput would hand the ball off, and he is brought down for a tackle for loss by Courtney Taylor.
Courtney Taylor has been making a statement this game, has had many meaningful tackles into this game. And that's a big stop there, a tackle for loss. 4-yard loss on that play.
Big stop on second down, and it will be 3rd and 12 for Out-of-Door Academy.
Yeah, I'd just like to give props for a second to the defensive coordinator, Dale Capariso. He adjusted beautifully. He's done exactly what we said. Put around 7 or 8 every time right in the middle. Bunch the box and let them make the plays, and they're doing just that. This time they're only rushing 4 because it is obviously a pass play. It's 3rd and 14. But they still have 4 people lined up right in that bunch. There's 8 in that place right there.
Timeout called.
Timeout by Out-of-Door Academy.
Defense chants have been brought up into this new and improved new era. As we said earlier in the season, this is a new era of a football team. Brought the culture back to Joe Paul Stadium and back to the school for sure. We haven't seen a football team this good in a long time.
I'm curious, who is Joe Paul?
I don't know.
That is a very great question.
We should ask Mr. B. I'm very curious. I want to know.
That is a good halftime question to ask.
We say Joe Paul, but who's Joe Paul?
Maybe he was a good football player.
Or maybe he was just rich.
We are approaching halftime. As we see the homecoming candidates for King and Queen are walking on the track.
You'll be able to see them in about 3 minutes, 53
we will
seconds
see
of game time.
If you're Damarion Rowe or Alex Malishko will win homecoming king.
Yes, they are both on the court.
There's 5 names here. If you guys on the broadcast care or even know who these people are, there's Luca Mantione, there's Carson Covington, there's Carlos Mariquin, there's Alex Malishko, and there's Damarion Rowe. All great people. Love them all. I've gotten the privilege to know them all. And whoever wins, I'm very happy and proud of them. But the Barons defense here was showing pressure, showing a blitz here. Only have 2 linebackers in the back.
Alan Clark in motion to the left side. We'll go to the slot. Alan Clark looking left, throwing to the screen, but it is incomplete. Intended receiver was Brady Cleveland.
Yeah, they indeed did send the pressure, which wasn't good because the O-line looked like it was lined up for a screen pass because they all shifted to the left in hopes for their quarterback to throw the ball off. He threw it at the ground, and that's going to be 4th down and give the Barons another chance to score before halftime. 3 minutes and 49 seconds. That's a lot of time for the Barons to work. Surely they can do it in a minute, but Brendan Wright back to receive. The one thing that I think we've yet to really see is the punt returns or just punt yards
there
in
was
general.
one And it got called back for a flag.
Yeah, so I'd
which
love to
is
see. I'd love to see maybe the special
unfortunate.
teams get involved because they've gotten involved a lot this season. So it'd be great to see them get involved a little more here.
especially some improvement from that game where they had a lot of problems.
Dylan Walker will punt it. It's a high
Fantastic
spiral
punt.
punt, and it drops it around the 20. It will roll,
Wow.
and Brendan Wright will pick it up at around the 10. He cuts to the left after a block by Forrest Loving. He is still running. He's down the middle. He's running down the middle. Wide open space on the left side. 1 man to beat. Juking to the left. Still going.
Jared.
There's a flag on the field, and he's running to the left side, and he will be brought down at the 20-yard
Yeah,
line.
it looks like Jared Salmon once more got into an altercation right around the 50-yard line, and it looks like that's going to be probably a holding or some sort of penalty to negate such a big gain there.
Yeah, man down in midfield. Not something you want to see, especially from a great return there. Was able to retrieve the ball down to the 10, use the ref as a little screen.
Yeah, it's almost like I
And-
spoke it into existence,
Yes.
but obviously you spoke it into existence too, saying the penalty, of course.
Of
And
course.
it looks like there's going to be another flag here. I guess it's on Jared holding on the offense.
You
Yep.
guys did say you wanted to see some special teams, and we almost did. But another holding call by the Barons.
We saw the most common thing St. Petersburg Catholic does other than score touchdowns. See the yellow flag. It's great.
Oh well, at least this offense can prove that they know what they're doing. They're up 21-6. Got 3 touchdowns in this first half. Usually they score 5, but I don't think you could be mad with a calm 15-point lead
Yeah, 'cause,
here.
I mean, this ODA team is probably the best team they've played. I mean,
Yes.
we thought Northside was going to be good. They weren't. So at least ODA is kind of being sort of a competitive game in the first quarter, at least, and in the first half. I mean, this isn't over.
Alex Milishko in
Not one
motion.
bit.
Burrell will hand it off to Alex Bell, and he weaves in and out of tackles, and he will get a big gain, and he is down at around the 35-yard line.
Nice to see them give the freshman a chance here to prove himself. And right there, he found space and he took it. And I'm a little concerned here to start this drive. They have Alex Bell, and is Larry Christian maybe hurt, or are they just trying to keep the wear and tear down?
Yeah, Alex Bell, who had his first touchdown 2 weeks ago.
Oh, and he got stuffed on this play.
He will be brought down
With the carry up the middle again.
Third
for a
string,
gain of about 1.
third string running back. We don't see him often, of course. The top 2 running backs are great. Let's just put it bluntly. But Alex Bell is still a solid running back nonetheless. And he just got his first touchdown 2 weeks ago, like I said. Gets a lot of garbage time carries. But when he gets those garbage time carries, he gets a lot of yards as you have a man running off the field.
2nd and 9 at the play action. Looking right, throwing to a wide open Brendan Wright, and he jukes 2 defenders, and he walks into the end zone for a Barons touchdown.
What a move, Brendan Wright. When he made that grab, he saw him coming, stepped back, made him dive in the air for no reason at all, and he was able to walk in for the touchdown.
Yeah, what a great move. He made his defender miss so bad he ran into the other defender almost as a blocker, and he walked freely into the end zone. 28-6. Probably after Dominic McAnally, who's been so efficient
You've
this year.
jinxed him before. Don't say that thing.
I don't jinx. I don't do it. This is going to go straight to the uprights, guys.
Dominic
Uh-oh.
McAnally for the
Don't say
extra point.
It's going to go in.
McAnally the kick for the Barons.
It's snapped. It's a low snap.
Oh,
my
and Burrell
goodness.
picks the ball up. It's a jump pass
It's
to
a
the backside, and it's Devion Frazier. Wow, that
Hey,
was for
hey,
2.
Listen. I
commentator
want to
jinx
tell you
is
guys, the announcer jinx is real, but it worked out in the favor of the Barons. They got a 2-point conversion off of that bad snap.
the
There was
commentator
absolutely
jinx.
no way I just called that again.
That was unique. That was definitely not designed whatsoever, but I liked it. It was cool. What a great
Frazier
play
is
there.
a D lineman, not meant to catch balls, but he did it well.
That was an incredible athletic display by Chase Burrell there, throwing it across his body, and he was jumping in the air to throw it to the back of the end zone to Devion Frazier for the 2-point conversion.
Yes, and if you are wondering, he is the holder. So it does work out fine. Just in case that would happen, you got the starting quarterback to throw something like that, able to connect with Frazier for a little fluky, but some good 2 points.
Yeah, I mean, it was a broken play, but that's just how great this team is. They're able to take broken plays and turn them into 2 points. And that's exactly what we love to see. And with 2 minutes, they scored in a minute. And I'd like to think they want this ball one more time to make it more like a St. Pete Catholic game and put 30 at least in the first half.
Dominic McAnally to kick it away. It is
Is that the
Caught.
wedge? Oh, my goodness.
And he is brought down by Courtney Taylor.
They just tried the wedge. We haven't seen that in the NFL in like 10, 15 years. It's actually outlawed there. I am so surprised to see that. The wedge is where you have defenders lock hands and arms with each other, and they just run forward to block. It worked,
Very
but
interesting.
not in this kick
See,
return.
there is a reason why it was banned, because it would cause many injuries. But it's awesome, and I love to see Jesse doing that. He clearly was watching some 2011 Baltimore Ravens football. They were actually notorious for doing that.
That was not Jesse
29 to
Couture.
6 with Barons leading
No.
with 2:28 to go in the half. Out of Door Academy, 1st and 10, at around the 20. Chaput handing it off to Alan Clark, and he is brought down for about a 1-yard gain.
Completely neutralized at this point, this running game. And with 2 minutes left, running the ball is not really going to cut it here. They got to start throwing passes, and they just something that I see often with opponents of St. Pete Catholic is they just hate medium passes. Like whatever happened to like throwing a slant route or like even like trying to get like a
They didn't even
10-yard
try.
like in the middle.
I agree. I see a lot. I saw 2 deep passes in that last drive.
Yeah, like dude, medium passes are like all you see in the NFL.
Well-
I never see them in high school football. But I mean Chase does them. Like they do them often.
we
but-
saw it on that big play by
Yeah.
Earl Stewart.
But like
A lot of big plays stem
Come
from these
on.
medium passes and they get a lot of yards after
Chaput
catch.
what is
with the
this?
speed option. But it is a
Fumble.
fumble, and is recovered by Chop Taylor.
McCoy Taylor was able to get on that football. It's kind of tripped and fell. Not happy that he could have gotten a return, but very happy that he was able to pick up the ball on a fumble. We didn't even see the ball come loose in the booth. I believe that the quarterback, Edward Chaput, tried to make an option play and just didn't see anybody next to him, kind of just dropped the football. And a big capitalized play
Yeah,
for Chop Taylor.
it's-
Now a chance for a touchdown.
It's getting to that point now where this game is probably going to end up like pretty much every other St. Petersburg Catholic
It
game.
was
We thought it'd
started
be
off
close.
so
I
good.
was so excited. I thought we were going to be able to call like a good game. But no, this team's just too dominant, and ODA falling apart really in this second quarter especially.
1st and 10 in the red zone.
I mean, it was 7-6 at the end.
Burl,
It was.
play action. Looking for Ural Stewart in the back corner of the end zone, and it is almost caught by Ural Stewart.
That was an amazing throw, and that would have been an even more amazing catch with great coverage. But it was a little too far away. Cameron Yates, great coverage on the play, the junior, and it's going to be 2nd down here with 1:29 left remaining.
Burrow on the gun with Larry Christian in the backfield. Burrow hands it to Larry Christian, who finds an opening, and he will
Yes.
get in. Touchdown, Barons.
Larry Christian, his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. Dominant force moving through, and I guess I spoke it into existence. These guys averaged 35 in the first half. I didn't think they would get it, but well, if you look at the scoreboard, they are up a solid 35 to 6 with
points in the
a
second
PAT
quarter.
to.
They
occur.
made a statement after that. After the first quarter, 7-6, no one expected that.
No.
And they said, yeah, we didn't expect it either. They've gotten 35 unanswered points, and it's getting worse for ODA here.
Dominic McAnally for the extra point. It's a good snap, and it is up, and it is
That's
good.
good from
36 to 6.
I think the adaptability of this Barons defense is what led to that. Is what led to this dominance now coming from the offense. Of course, that forced Loving interception is really what changed the tide of this game. But we've seen it before. The Tampa Catholic game, it was 7-7 at the end of the first quarter. It looked like it was going to be a really good game. But the Barons adapted. They figured out what the opponent's strength was, and they just capitalized on taking that down. They understood that ODA had Alan Clark, who was doing exceptional in the first half, just completely fell apart because they figured out how to stop the run game. They figured out how to get to him instantly and take away their biggest asset.
Yeah.
That's what we've seen in this Baron team this year. They've had some slow starts, but then they immediately adapt to these offenses, and they are able to just stop whoever is coming their way and just able to just run away with games. That's what they are doing as they scored 36 unanswered points in this first half.
Yeah, shout out to the St. Petersburg Catholic math department. It's 6 to 6 squared. If you want to do the math, that's 36.
Dominic McAnally with
that
the
score is
kick.
awesome. I had to say that.
Brady Cleveland once again catches it at the 5. He will run down the middle, and he finds an opening at the 40, at the 45, at the 50, at the 40, at the 30, and he's brought down by Jared Salmon, who
Absolutely
Brady
fell.
Cleveland hit the kicking net.
Yeah, he's all right.
Jared
though.
Salmon with the solid tackle there into the kicking practice net. Very lucky not to hit the iron bars. Glad to see him get away with that all right. And a big return there. It started off making Urel Stewart fall, trying to make a tackle, and he was just able to find a big hole and move straight through it. It was able to pick up about 70 yards on that return before getting taken down. Dominic McAnally was looking to make a tackle when he just outrunning.
Yeah, great field position again for ODA. We haven't seen this type of field position since the end of the first quarter, start of the second quarter, where they did throw that interception in the red zone, which really turned the tide of this game. Ever since, it's been Baron dominant. Interesting to see if ODA can make it a little closer before half here.
Brady Cleveland almost went through the uprights on that play. Out-of-Door Academy will start with great field position at the 30. 1st and 10 with a minute to go in this first half. With 5 wide, should put by himself in the gun.
Trips left.
No running this time.
Yeah, they can't.
In motion. Chaput hands it off to the jet sweep to number 5, and he is brought down by Alex Malishko for a tackle for loss.
Well, I lied. They did run it, but it definitely went nowhere. Alex Malishko was able to capitalize on a tackle after the pressure by Courtney Taylor. Malishko got both his hands around him. There was no way he was escaping out of that one, and we got a second and pretty long.
Yeah, Alex Malishko blew him up there. I mean, that looked painful. And now they've got their man Alan Clark back in the backfield here. Clock is moving. I don't see the urgency whatsoever.
There is 30 seconds left.
What are they-
Having trouble with the substitutions.
What are they doing?
2nd and 15.
They
with
used up all their
25
timeouts.
seconds left. Play action. Rolling right. Throwing it high in the air, and he throws it out of bounds.
Yeah, I think it was a substitution error, and I believe they used up all their timeouts in the first quarter and early in the second quarter on different things, different miscellaneous items.
That one play was about 40 seconds here, and you just can't have that in a moment like this. They would have had enough time to maybe run a couple plays, get out of bounds, stop the clock, but now this whole thing changed because that was just a really botched
And a big 3rd and long as well.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough to convert that, or at least get in field goal range.
Maybe the kicker could come out here, maybe. But, that's still around a 40, 50-yard field goal. I mean, these are high school kids.
Looks like some audible
More
once again and
confusion.
some confusion, yeah.
Yeah.
20 seconds to go in this first half.
Maybe they
3rd and long.
accept it and give it to Alan Clark, see if he can make some magic. But at this point, not really.
Still looking to the sideline.
Play action may be coming over here.
He's going to roll out to the right again, throw it out of bounds.
Chaput
Oh, wow.
backing up. Has his time, throwing it down the middle, and it is incomplete.
Nobody there in downfield for anybody, and it's going to be 4th down.
Yeah, and that's
We'll
gonna
see what
be-
they do. Maybe a long field goal
That will
attempt,
be a
or they go for it.
52-yard field goal if they attempt it.
Wow, they look like.
I mean, at this point, with 15 seconds left,
Why not? Well,
Yeah,
we
I
saw
mean,
why
like,
not before.
we did see, but that was like a 60. Well, no, 50. If this guy makes it, he's a hero. But I don't think he will. And
No,
it
he's
looks like he's
punting.
gonna punt and put him deep in his territory. I'd hope the Barons just put this one on the ground and go to halftime, and we could see our homecoming king finally.
Dylan Walker to punt this ball away. 4th and long.
Stay
Keyshawn
tuned.
Burks will be the punt returner back there.
Stay tuned. Homecoming King and Queen. You will see it here live on BSPN Entertainment.
It's a short but high punt, and it will bounce, and it will go backwards, and it is caught at around the 20-yard line.
Not that punt specifically, but Dylan Walker. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, good punter. We've seen some great punts. I mean, he's down it twice.
He's
at
hit
the
it
10
inside
yard
the
line.
And he
5.
killed off half the time as well.
Yeah, I mean,
So you can't really do much.
I'm
Might
not
just
gonna
deal
lie.
it out.
great punter. I mean, I know it's not great to like, cause you never, even if on your team, you never want to say, oh yeah, our punter's great, because you don't want your punter ever on the field. But
Yes.
if he is on the field, it's good to see him do good things.
the 2025 St. Pete Catholic High School Homecoming Court to be presented.
One final play of the half, it seems like. Chase Burrell,
Like
not
most
in,
likely
not
a
in
run.
victory formation. They might just run it. I don't think I've seen them kneel ever.
I mean, Brendan Wright
Yeah.
does not have
Despite-
gloves on, so it's looking a
Oh,
bit
he's
interesting
gonna
out
pass
there.
it. It's the Alex Mushko pass play. Come on, do it.
do it. He steps
Oh!
all the way back in the backfield. Is he punting? What is
Oh.
this?
Oh no.
Chase Burrell will
That's the
kneel
first
this
kneel.
into
Burrow will
halftime.
take a knee to
It
end
is
the first
36-6. Your Barons are winning this game. We
With the
will
score,
keep this broadcast live
Your
as
Barons,
there will be
36,
floats for the
Outdoor
homecoming
Academy,
candidates,
Thunder,
and
6.
that is halftime.
Stewart.
The St. Petersburg Catholic Barons are winning this game 36-6. And Out of Door Academy will kick off. And it is a low squib kick. And it is knelt down
Squib kick
by
received
St.
by
Petersburg
number 6,
Catholic.
Highland.
Now, if you missed the homecoming king and queen, the homecoming king was Luca Mantione and Cambria Hutcherson wrote down in the beamer. Congratulations to both of those distinguished
Ball down
homecoming
at the
court
Bears
members,
27
now king
yard
and
line.
queen. That's something that they will have for the rest of their lives.
Bringing up
Good for
first down
them.
and 10 for your Bears
But now
offense.
let's get back to some football. The Barons have been dominating this game ever since the second quarter. And they look to keep it going here with this offense to push for more points.
Interesting formation here. Brendan Wright at quarterback hands it off to Larry Christian, who runs up the middle and gets a good gain on that play.
Yeah, I mean, that's massive right there.
Brendan Wright is the
Chase
quarterback.
Burl is back in.
Hands off to number
It was
3,
just for
Larry
the first
Christian.
play. Dylan Walker there
That gain
on
is
the
good enough
tackle,
for
who's
another
done it all
Baron.
this game, but
First down.
it was just one play. For a second, I was thinking, wow, maybe they actually are going to let their QB1 rest, because you're going to need him in games that are a little more important than this one right here, because this game's not over, but it's getting close to that point. But Chase Burl back at the helm. Brendan Wright on the left.
Brendan Wright in motion. Trace Burrow.
What was that?
And there's a flag on the play.
Flag on the play.
False
It's
start.
gonna be a dead ball.
on the
False
Barons
start on
offense.
the Barons.
That will back him up.
Back 'em up
5 yards.
Right tackle there just got off the line way
First
too
down at
fast.
15.
Had the D end also go in there. Just one part of the equation that messed up will cost them 5 yards.
1st and 15 for the Barons. Brendan Wright in motion again. Looks like the same play. Chase Burrow. Play action. Looking. Has time. Goes up the middle. Scrambles. Throws it high. And it is over the head of Keyshawn Burks.
Yeah, right in between
pass
Keyshawn
over the
and
head of
Earl
Keyshawn
Stewart.
Burks.
Not the greatest of throws, and that's going to be a missed
Ball's
opportunity.
incomplete.
Yeah, we
Bringing
see
up
Burl
second down and
overthrown and make a
15.
lot of mistakes when he's on the run and trying to make plays when his feet aren't set. And obviously great quarterbacks can do that, and he very much has the capability just overthrown there, and that's going to be a quick second down in 15.
2nd and 15 for the Barons. Rise Rosado in motion. Play action. Looking right. Looking left. Throws it down the middle to Keyshawn Burks, and it is almost intercepted by Brady
Burrow
Cleveland.
for Keyshawn
Brady
Burks.
Cleveland nearly got both his hands on that. Chase Burrow really struggling with this overthrowing that's been going on. Hasn't really been able to connect to a lot of targets that he should have been connecting to, and we know that he can connect to. And a big 3rd and long now. See what they can do here.
That was a
And
clear
that will be encroachment by Out of Door Academy.
5 yards back. It's going to make it
That will
easier.
be encroachment on Out of Door Academy. Giving
That will
Barons
push
a
the
5
Barons
yards
up.
back. 3rd down and 10.
3rd and 10 for the Barons. Chase Burrow on the gun with Larry Christian in the backfield. Looking audible this play. Burrow, play action, looking right, has time, throws it to the right side of the field to Brendan Wright, and it is caught. It's a big gain. He goes out of bounds.
Yeah, it
Out
looks like a nice little one-hand
Burrow
grab. It was
pass
just a
complete to
crosser
Brendan
right
Wright,
through
good
the
for
middle.
20 yards.
Chase Burl
And another Barons.
set his feet, delivered a
down.
perfect throw, the one-handed grab, and that's going to move the chains there. And that's what I'd see more, just a medium pass. And
Yes.
that was a solid.
And,
First
and
and
that was a
10 at
big
the
play to get that
44-yard
3rd
line.
down conversion. Now a new drive once again in the midfield to try and get some crucial points, make it a bigger lead.
Burrow shovel passes it to Earl Stewart, who shimmies in and out of tackles, and he trips up by the turf monster, it
Double
looks like.
pass to number 5, Earl
Yeah, it looked
Stewart.
like he was about to get a lot more yards. Unfortunately for him, just kind of took a little tumble down from
87
from
yards,
the
bringing up
grass,
2nd down and 3.
and it would have been probably a 1st down. Unfortunately, it will be a 2nd down and short.
Yeah, and I mean, this is an opportunity where you can go deep. You can try and get a big play right here, and I think that's what they're going to try and do.
2nd and 3. Burrow, play action, looking left, throws it left, and he has Keyshawn Burks, and it was tipped by Brady Cleveland once again covering Keyshawn Burks.
Keyshawn Burks nearly got his left hand on that, but the ball was just moving at too fast of a velocity that Again, an unfortunate missed opportunity.
Third down.
Good
and
defense from
3
Grady
your
Cleveland,
offense.
who's been stepping up as a name in the second half to stop these big throws.
Yeah, in a moment like this is 4-down territory, so I'd like to think they have 2 shots to get this first down here.
Burrow hands it off to Christian, who is ripped down after a good gain, and that will be a first down for the Barons.
Solid run by Larry Christian, looking for a flag, maybe a face mask or unsportsmanlike conduct. We'll get the
Larry
first down
Christian
nonetheless,
Off the right
moving
side
the
with,
chains,
host of Thunder.
and the Barons are
Not before another
getting
Baron.
near to the red
First
zone,
down.
chewing some clock off of the third quarter.
About 10 minutes left in the third quarter, 36-6. Barons are leading. Burrow, play action, looking left, throws it to Keyshawn Burks, who jukes, and he will still go, but he will get down at around the 20-yard line. Good pickup by the Barons.
About 5 defenders were able to get to Keyshawn Burks, including Brady Cleveland, who's mocking the little stutter step because he couldn't get anywhere with it.
For Out-of-Door Academy.
And still a first down
Goes for another
in
Baron.
1 yard away from the red zone.
Great curl route by Keyshawn Burks. They're really trying to get him to work on Brady Cleveland on this left side. Brendan Wright in motion, play action, looking right, throwing it. Oh, he pump fakes it, and he's scrambling down the middle. He's open, 5 yards, juking in and out, and he is down inside the 10-yard line for a Barons first down.
The Barons played
Burrow with
7
the keeper up the
games
middle.
this season. I think that is the first
Yes.
Shot by
rush.
number
Chase Burrow,
8,
not a
goes
rusher
back.
whatsoever. I mean, he's so
Not
valuable.
before another Baron.
So he usually doesn't
First
use his
down.
legs, but in a moment like that, he pump fakes, he had pressure. Finally using those legs, which
First and
we
goal
haven't
at the
really
9.
seen.
And he has
He's kinda
good
like
legs.
Tom Brady. He doesn't really do it ever. And great right there to get a good first down for the Barons.
Barons looking to Chinchar. First and goal inside the 10. Burrow looking right, throwing it high, and Ural Stewart catches it. And he will be down at around the 2-yard line.
Pass complete to Ural Stewart.
Almost behind Ural Stewart. He was able to
Down
stop
the
and make the
2-yard
grab.
line, bringing up
Good play
second
from
down and goal
Stewart,
for the
and
Barons.
this should be a Larry Christian tap-in touchdown.
Maybe.
Stopped by number 1,
I mean,
Kansas
back to
City
that
for the
Chase
Thunder.
Burrow rush. As you said, Dylan, that was his first rush, but that looked very speedy and very quick. I mean, I'm surprised that he has not rushed more this season.
Yeah, I think the one thing that I didn't like about that rush is that he
Second
put
and
his
goal
shoulder
at the
down
2-yard
into the
line.
linebacker. I'd like to see him slide next time. To,
Keyshawn Burks
mitigate the
alone on the
injury.
left side. Burrow fakes the handoff,
Oh,
and
no.
he takes it in. Touchdown, Barons.
That's his first rushing touchdown of the season. Like you said, he doesn't rush often, but they saw how he moved his legs there. I guess they called a play. Kilo QB run into the end zone, and that's
Yeah, his
a
first
big
2
touchdown.
rushes of his career as a Baron, one for a first down, one for a touchdown. Wasn't really expecting to see his legs get used, especially in a game that's pretty blown out, but love to see that. It's a good rushing touchdown added to the stat sheet.
And that will be a running clock for the Barons as Chase Burrow adds to the scoreboard, and that will be 42-6 with Dominic McAnally kicking the extra point. It's snapped, it's held, and the kick is good. 43-6 for the Barons with 3 minutes and 17 seconds to go.
I believe the Barons have found a little new threat now with Chase Burrow's legs. I don't think they understood that. That was a pretty speedy run. That was a good scramble there, especially with Rowe out now. Now you've got another running option and another new play that can make them even more dominant, an even more dominant factor in their game. This game started off strong for ODA. Alan Clark was doing really well, but Barons defense was able to neutralize him, and now with 43 unanswered points, this game has turned into a blowout.
Just an impressive drive by the Barons there with, obviously, like you guys said, Chase Burrow on the ground, but also Keyshawn Burks with the impressive short curl route and Ural Stewart putting them inside the 5-yard line. Barons are leading. Is it 48-6 or is it 43-6?
I believe it is 43-6.
It is 43-6. Running clock. 6 minutes and 17 seconds left.
Okafor back to receive for the Thunder. McAnally to kick off for the Bears.
Yeah, I'd like to think that's a scoreboard error.
Another scoreboard error.
You guys can't see it from the camera angle, but we do have a scoreboard on the left side.
Dominic McAnally to kick off.
That looks like
It's aired.
Kingston Kokoffer will run it out, and he will get to around the 25 to
To
26
my
yard
their
line.
knowledge, that was a 12-point touchdown, which would be awesome, but that's just like not.
I mean, that would be a record. No one has scored a 12-point touchdown in the history of football.
Yeah, I mean, that's malfunction there. But besides the point, hey, if there was a team to do it, they'd find a way. But the Barons defense back out here, they got stunned on the first drive of the game, and ever since they've pretty much stopped any and all air traffic, truly. And then the running game has been completely neutralized. And, I mean, this Barons defense.
And Elijah Shorter, who we don't say too often, has had his share of plays, has a pick 6, and I believe another interception. Scoreboard changes to 43-6 again, but he has been an air traffic controller, been stopping a ton of passes that have been forced through by Edward Chaput and forcing out a run game that has been pretty much dormant for
and that's good because
for
I know
these
in
last
the
two
Northside
quarters.
game, since he was a freshman, he was a young guy, he was getting targeted a lot, and he got tested a lot that game. He let up a couple big plays. He let up a pass interference too. So he got tested, and it's nice to see that his confidence is back. And definitely, we've seen it out here today. He's had a stellar game and a stellar bounce back week after the Northside game.
I'm very impressed of the way that the Barons have been able to turn a game around once again and score 43 unanswered points. I mean, they've proved this season, game in and game out, how they've just been able to just run over teams and just really prove themselves and just be able to come back after. I mean, they've never been down until this,
Which is
the
unbelievable
first
to
touchdown
think
of the
about.
game. Yes, and that's a crazy stat. But they were able to come back after a slow start and score 43 unanswered points to now have a running clock and have it be 4 minutes left in this third quarter.
And they're looking like the same old Barons. The lowest points total that they've scored was 43 against Evangelical Christian. Their lowest point differential was 47-7, 40 points against Tampa Catholic. And after that rocky start, they were able to just get it up there and be the same old Barons. Their defense started making stops, keeping pressure, and this offense has been crucial in keeping
Chaput hands it off to Alan Clark, who gets a no gain there.
And the D-line, like I said, they've been revitalized. It all started with that Forrest Loving interception. That was such a big turnover in the red zone, and it gave Barons so much life, and the defense profited so heavily from that.
And not just the interception, but they started on the 1 in that drive, and they drove 99 yards after a huge screen pass to Brennan Wright to just run that ball in and really change this game around.
And it was effortless. They did it so easily.
Chaput. Play action to the right side. Looking, scrambling. Colton Shaw is coming after him, and he will throw this ball away.
Another ball thrown away. Colton Shaw was able to get there with the pressure. He's been doing that more recently in this game, in this third quarter. Just get it to Chaput in such a quick time period that he can't do anything but just roll out right and throw it into the out of bounds, which, of course, is not what you want to see. Now it's a 3rd and 10. They haven't been able to do anything on this drive. Been stuck at the 27-yard line.
On this one ODA calling the play, I've seen Keyshawn Burks do 3 different dances.
I was about to say that.
I was just completely locked in on the fact that he did 3 different dances.
He actually sniped the song coming back on.
Yeah.
with this third dance.
I mean,
right
I see
there.
some of these out-of-door academy players wearing the Guardian cap
This is true.
on their helmets.
I mean, that's
I've never
good.
seen that in high school.
I have not. I mean, concussions are
Timeout
bad.
by Out-of-Door Academy.
Yeah, concussions are bad. I mean, that's a great thing.
Now Keyshawn, I believe, is dancing in front of Brady Cleveland. They've had a little bit of some tension in this game, and well, not to have an early stoppage, but I do think there has been a clear winner in terms
He's
of
getting ready for
Keyshawn.
tomorrow. The homecoming dance. He's testing out
He
his
is.
dance moves. I love it.
I am ready to see Keyshawn Burks' dance moves
Yeah,
tomorrow.
I better see him hit the Cam Ward or whatever that is on the dance.
Maybe
floor.
he'll be Dougieing.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, running clock, 43-6. This game's over.
Let's just put it simply. It is over.
All Out-of-Door Academy has to do here is just put some points on the board. It's a 3rd and 10 here. Let's see if they can make a big play. Maybe Alan Clark will wake back up after falling asleep in that second quarter. And, I mean, all they need is just some points on the board.
And if ODA puts some points on the board, they will break the 7-point gridlock that has been for AP Catholic opponents. They have not been able to cross that threshold. maybe they will do it, but Alan Clark has been stopped completely. And despite their 7-1 record, they've been playing really well. Their defense has been so good before this game. 28 tackles for loss, like you said in the last game. Unbelievable. But just not a big factor here tonight.
Minute 20 to go in this third quarter. Should put screen pass to Brady Cleveland. He will be brought down after about a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, I mean, more and more throughout this game, the audience here pretty much knows all of ODA's players. There's 3 or 4 of them. They have zero trust in anyone but Brady Cleveland, Dylan Walker, and Alan Clark.
And they started out doing the weird plays, and they were working. I don't know why they deviated from it.
Yeah, I think they just kind of gave up. Angus Duty, he's got 2 rushes for like a combined 5 yards.
2 fake
But they were some
fullback
solid
dives.
yards because that's one of the unusual plays that they run. Angus Duty also has a couple of some solid tackles on defense. We know he had 10 tackles last
Yeah,
game.
it's just I think they're relying heavily on their skill players, and the Barons have realized, like, oh, they only have 3 players. So if we shut them down, make other guys, make the plays, it's not going to happen.
Dylan Walker, not a great punt there. The ball will
kinda.
roll, and Brendan Wright will pick it up,
What is happening?
but the
Whistle
refs call it
called.
down.
Oh.
He will be down at about the 40.
Yeah, depending on
Yeah,
where
something like that.
Depending on where they stop
Whatever.
the ball. But yeah, that's definitely going to be the end of the third quarter here.
Ball will be down.
Slow fourth quarter. Well, not.
No,
slow-
it feels
slow
like
scoring third
Well,
quarter.
yes.
not
every fourth quarter, I feel like, has just been 12
That'll be
minutes
the
long
end of the
exactly.
third quarter.
Just running
yeah,
clock
they-
in every game because, what are you supposed to do when you're losing by 40 as the opposing side? Can't really do much.
And in the words of Charlie King, that's going to be the fourth quarter for you.
Yeah.
This is going to be the fourth quarter for y'all.
Yeah.
As the
Oh,
Barons will start
and
at
they're-
around the
Oh,
38-yard line.
we're having some jump around action.
Oh, they're doing the
we
jump
haven't seen
around.
this since the first home game.
For good reason. Oh, Robert, let's cue it to the section. Let's see
Some of the fans are getting up.
0 people are jumping around, but
Joe Paul Stadium is live right now.
Well,
there
listen.
we got like 3 people.
Woo! Let's go.
Jump around.
They advertised it to us earlier in the season. At the end of the third quarter, they're going to jump around. When you win by 40 every game, it's kind of hard to stay alive. Let's just put it simply. So can't really be mad if people
salute
leave.
to that one person that's two people jumping up and down. We love that.
Jumping out and getting down.
Oh, there's that guy right there.
Well, we are having fun here on the homecoming day.
The alumni are getting
Oh, he's still
down.
going.
Look at the alumni.
Yeah.
We are
That's
having
sick.
fun here in Joe Paul Stadium as the fourth
And
quarter
now we're
will be
playing
starting.
Football, ladies and gentlemen.
Barons will
Bell.
start at about the 36-yard line. Handed off to Alex Bell, and he will be brought down after about a
I'd like to see him get a
4-yard
touchdown.
gain.
He did get a touchdown a couple of weeks ago. He's a solid back. He is the future of this team. Once Rowe leaves, he will be stepping into that RB2 spot, and once Larry Christian graduates in a couple years, seems like he'll be RB1.
Chase
Unless they
Burrow
get
tries
some
to get
transfers, which they
Well,
most likely
it
will.
could,
I mean,
but as it
Jesse's
stands,
going to keep on. Actually, no, not recruiting. That's illegal. Going to keep on motivating
Handed it
players to come
back
to
off
St.
to
Petersburg.
Alex Ball, who runs
Ball.
and he gets Bell. Sorry. We are tired up here in the box after a long game with a running clock. But Alex Bell gets the first down.
yes, he does.
He
Alex Bell,
wants
solid
My,
the
runner.
ball.
my apologies to the Bell family.
And,
He wants the ball,
There we go.
but
Thanks,
he
Dylan.
is Alex Bell.
First and 10. Robert is dying up here in the box.
a little bit of a cough, nothing crazy.
Play action, screen pass, and
Oh.
it is
Steal!
dropped.
Oh,
That was Steel Bachelor. I don't even remember the last time he's gotten a target. Doesn't get a lot of action here. But
What a name. Steele.
I love that.
You have to be a beast to be named Steele.
Yeah, and he almost got the catch there, but he was grabbed as soon as the ball came
Immediately.
towards him. But
Stewart
interesting to
1-on-1.
see. They've got all the backups. Actually, no, never mind. No, it's just that one play.
Chase Burrow
Watch
steps
Stu.
back, looking right, throws it to the screen. He will be running down to the right sideline, 40, 35, 30, and he will be down at the 25-yard line.
Flag flies in late. Alex Bell, solid screen pass, able to move. But it looks like it will be coming back with a hold on the Barons offense, which is unfortunate. We'll negate that run.
I mean, that's not the first big play that we've had that have gone backed up a little bit.
No, well.
Devin or die. Flag on the play.
Might not be.
Going to be holding against the Barons.
Yeah, another yellow flag thrown
Actually,
out.
no. The good thing about this game is the flags have been at a minimum. Like, actually,
Point of
it's been a
contact
great
foul will make it
performance
first
from the
and 10 for your
Barons
Barons.
not getting flags because they got so many last week. They get so many pretty much every week.
At the
This game, I can
35
actually count on
yard
my hand how many flags they've gone, which is something we've never even heard of.
I don't know if you
First
guys
and
remember
10.
the flag game, but that was
There's
terrible.
2 of them.
First and
There's
10
like
at the
3 of them.
35-yard line. Chase Burrell throws it to the right side. Short to Elijah Shorter,
He plays
and he will be down for about a 5-yard gain.
Elijah Shorter usually on the other side of the ball there, getting some reps in at wide receiver. Pretty solid catch there to get to 5 yards and make it a second and
They're
mid.
really letting some of their backup wide receivers get some reps here. Still, Chase Burrell's in the game, which I question a little, but
Yeah,
he's dealing.
he's pretty good.
He's still dealing out
Chase
there.
Burrell hands the ball off to Alex Bell. A good rush, but he will be short for 3rd and inches.
Stop by number 8, Bo Tack.
Solid run, Alex Bell. Just couldn't reach the benchmark there. They're going to be moving quick, as
Bring
Coach
up
Jesse
3rd
likes
down
to
and
do.
1 for your Baron offense.
I feel like it's got to be another run here, but can never count out a nice little play action or a hard
And
count,
that will
which will give a
be
free first down.
encroachment, and that will be a first down for
Flag on
the Barons.
play, encroachment on the Thunder. Making it an
Running clock
automatic
here.
First down.
8:30
for
to
your
go.
Barons.
Barons leading 43-6. That will be first down and 10 at about the 20-yard line. 5 wide.
Oh, here's the pass.
Burrow by himself in the
Give
backfield.
it to Steele.
Still deep in the end zone.
no, it's
Trying to do
Alex.
another hard count.
What's happening?
Burrow has time. Throws a screen pass to Elijah Short. And he will go
Burrow
pretty much
screen pass
nowhere.
to number 4, Elijah Shorter, goes for a short gain. Bring up 2nd down at 9 at the Thunder 20-yard line.
Able to get a couple yards as a man goes down. Trainers are called and injury timeout will be called. Of course, not something you want to see ever.
Yeah, and I think
He,
this might be
he
a
is
moment-
looking to get up, though, which is always a good
I
sign.
think this might be a moment where Jesse might pull Chase. I mean, he's got pretty much all of his backups in, except Alex, who really just plays every second of every game. Like, we saw Rosado really start playing a lot more football at around, like, week 3, week 4. Like, he was, like, battling with Alex
Yes.
Rex, but as of late, Alex has pretty much dominated the rep battle, and is clearly, he's got a touchdown, a little skip, and then a skip hop touchdown. I mean, I like
What I would like to see is I would like to see the Barons get inside the 5, and I would like to see Chop there at running back. I would like them to hand the ball
a
off
little
to Chop
Vita
for a
Vea
run.
action.
Grab for number
Could you
37,
imagine?
dive for
I
the
feel like they only
Is there-
reserve that for
If
if
Belishko.
anyone on the Barons like bench
up the
can
field,
play
okay.
left tackle, I would love to see Quinton Howard get
Oh, that would be-
one rep at running back.
That would be the play of the year immediately for the Barons.
I mean, this would make the crowd jump around because clearly the song doesn't. But
If you
Quinton Howard
guys,
would.
students here at the pep rally saw Quinton Howard playing volleyball,
Everyone
every time he got that point, that was a loud, loud gymnasium. I'll tell you that.
Burrow. Play action,
That's
looking
gonna
to
be
the
a
left. Short pass,
Oh.
but it is dropped by Urel Stewart.
that is very uncharacteristic. Earl Stewart
Burrow
had
pass intended for
green
number 5, Urel
grass.
Stewart.
It was a good pass
Ball
right on the money, and
incomplete,
he
bringing up
just
3rd
dropped
down
it.
at 9
But
for your Baron
it's
offense.
not too costly, but it is going to be a 3rd and 9 here, an opportunity. for
Especially after faking out the whole defense. He faked me out, too. I was staring right at Alex Bell. I didn't think that he still had the
Chase
ball.
Burrow is going to steal the backups in. Keyshawn and Urel in, actually.
3rd and 9. Burrow looking to Chinchar.
Steele still in.
Burrow looking left, rolling out to the right, throwing a short pass to Alex Bell, who will roll to the left side. 10, 5, touchdown Barons.
Alex
Burrow
Bell,
pass to
that's his
number
second
8,
touchdown
Alex Bell
of the season.
goes the distance
Makes
for
a
the
statement
Barons.
on that 3rd and
Touchdown.
long. The Barons are keeping their foot on the gas pedal, 49-6, and I won't say anything until the PAT is
I'm gonna
finished.
say it, 50-6. Dominic's gonna make
Uh-oh.
this.
No, you know what? I feel like this one will be okay. You already used your jinx on the day. The Mac attack, perfect in the day so far, despite the botched hold.
McAnally for his 7th, I believe, PAT today.
Yes.
Yeah, the Big Mac. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Oh, and
I
it is
need
a
to
bad
stop
punt,
talking.
and Dominic McAnally will just lay on that ball.
So let's run it back to Dylan Hutchinson. Both times he's talked about the PAT, both times the snaps have been bad. That's an impressive 3-for-3 performance. You couldn't even bet on that if you tried.
Dylan is officially banned from talking about PATs.
That is
I'm gonna do it
unbelievable jinxing. That is,
Well, Dominic McAnally has been doing great today with his extra points. I
yeah,
mean,
that is not his fault.
I mean, it's the snaps. I think, actually, the long snapper, someone told me it was Brendan Wright, which I don't believe. I think it actually is Brendan Wright.
Are you serious?
But,
is that
yeah, the long snap wasn't too great on that one. And an unfortunate event, but that doesn't really change much. 49-6, it's domination. And
so? One bad snap that turned into a 2-point conversion, and one bad snap that turned into nothing.
Kind of worked out anyways.
But that will turn into 49-6. The Barons are leading with a running clock, less than 5 minutes to go in this game, as Dominic McAnally will kick this ball off.
As you remember, I said earlier, they average 51.9 points per game. They're right near that benchmark. Looks like they'll finish
it's the
with a
best
solid
song they've
49.
ever played. Life is a highway.
Yeah.
I love
Let's
it.
hope we don't get copyrighted, so I'm going to keep talking over it. Unfortunately, you guys will not be able to enjoy most of it. Dominic McAnally with the kickoff. He has been so
He's
great this
angry.
season.
He's going to kick this beautifully.
They wasted
down
about a
at the
minute
one.
on that. Dominic just setting up the kick, but here he is with 4 minutes left to play. Dominic will kick this ball away.
Nice.
It is a
I believe
good
that's
kick.
offside on the offense. Ran too fast.
Wow.
You don't ever see that.
Very, very rare.
And Dominic's upset because that was
That was a
great
solid kick.
I mean, that like hit the guy in the legs. That would have been a fantastic.
And he's looking over at the side like, what are you doing?
So looks like Dominic will have to
special
re-kick.
teams errors, man. Bad snaps.
False start, yes.
False start on the kickoff.
Wow, that's interesting.
Usually, like you're taught when the ball's kicked, you go. So I don't know how you messed that one up.
A little bit of a brain fart, I would assume.
Yes, I will say 49-6 leading. Those mistakes will not hurt, but when the Barons do end up going to the playoffs, those things will matter.
They
those
will
little
eventually
mistakes.
have to play a team that's like good.
Yes.
And maybe not in the first round of the playoffs. Maybe not even the second. But I mean, there's some good people.
You can only
There's-
play so good for so
There's
long.
CCC. There's Carrollwood Day. There's Chaminade. I mean, those are.
And
those
if you
are
look at the
good games.
rankings, these guys are ranked above them, and they're not happy. They're undefeated, and they're still ranked below teams with a couple of losses.
And
But
I think because of the strength of schedule, truly, I think a lot of even we're saying it. The strength of schedule for the Barons this year has not been stellar. They
It
have
has
not
not.
played great competition. They played some good teams. Like this was a solid team. I mean, Northside was a solid team, but they need to play great teams.
with the schedule, what else can you do but put up 50 every game?
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
what they're doing.
They're making statements, but at the end of the day, in those
McAnally
big
with the
games.
kick. Brady Cleveland will run this ball out once again in the jogging style, and he will be brought down around the 30-yard line.
Courtney Taylor, another big tackle on the special teams. I believe that's his third on a kickoff return. Brady Cleveland cannot escape Courtney Taylor. Getting in there for the tackle, repping those pink gloves.
So that kickoff mishap brought the time down about 2 minutes, and the clock will be at around 2 minutes. And Out-of-Door Academy will have the ball with
I think-
the 30-yard line.
I think ODA at this point has accepted what's happened, and they might give it to their guy who we really thought was just going to be the next coming of Derrick Henry in the first 12
Man,
minutes of this game. I
he
was like,
just got
Alec
stuffed after
Clark.
the first.
We'll see him on Saturdays. We'll see him in college, but after the first quarter, he hasn't really done anything. But they had a great start to this game. I got to give it to ODA. Really came out and shocked us all.
And
after
they've-
that, did nothing.
And they've done something that no other team has done against the Barons, which is put up points before them.
Yeah.
No team has ever had the Barons trailing until now.
The Barons have trailed for
You've
a
seen it
total of
first,
maybe
some history.
3 minutes this entire season.
Out-of-door inside 2 minutes
Yet to call
at the
plays with
30-yard line,
45
first and 10.
seconds.
Hands the ball off to Alan Clark,
Yeah.
who gets a 1-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, he pretty much hasn't gotten a rush over like 4 yards since the first quarter, which is unfortunate with that start that he had. He started off so strong, but just nothing there. Hasn't been able to do much with the football.
And now we're seeing pretty much every single backup in the game except the D-line, because D-line, that's the one,
And Tylenhoff.
that's probably the one thing about the Barons that might hurt them is they have zero depth when it comes to O-line and D-line. They have their guys. And with that, and if their guys ever get hurt or something happens, that that could be trouble. So,
Hands it back off to Alan Clark, who pushes his way through for a 2-yard gain.
Could be trouble, but when you have Coach Juice with the strength and conditioning coach having 100% player availability, that's stellar. You don't see that very often, especially with how physical these guys are. They're so ready to just prove that they're such a good football team. Every game they do it. They let the numbers speak for themselves.
they're not even calling another play. They're just going to chalk up the game as over.
So the clock is winding down, and the clock will hit 0, and the Barons will win this game 49-6. And thank you for joining us, and join us here at home next Friday.